What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we might have YouTube diecast history for this, with this video. Is this the first ever Junkyard diecast review? I don't think I've ever seen one. I've seen wrecked version cars, diecast reviews, but a Junkyard diecast review, I am like so excited for this. I know I'm probably the only dork on planet Earth that actually loves junked diecast, but regardless, let's go ahead and check out this absolutely obliterated Kevin Harvick COT. Alright folks, here we go in the studio, and y'all can't see my face right now, but I'm actually grinning because I think this thing is like one of the coolest looking diecasts ever. I mean, this is like that Dale Jr. race car junkyard he's got out in his woods or whatever in Carolina. That's what it reminds me of when he just has all these random race cars, a lot of famous ones, just parked out in the woods rotting away, and there's just something fascinating about it. So this is a 2008 Impala, you can see it right there, and it is absolutely destroyed. This would have been in a plastic clamshell, and I think it was called the Platinum COT line, where it's basically a Elite 164. It has a megalodon of detail. As you can see, the whole undercarriage is painted. You have, well, the engine that has actually been stripped out of this. Huge shout out to Little Wrangler 3 for sending me this car. He pulled some parts out of it to do some customs, and he sent me what was left of it. And I'm like so thankful for it because I love these freaking wrecked cars, man. I think these things are dope. So it literally looks like a junked 2008 car because it's actually stripped. You can even see pieces of the plastic where the chassis was around the engine bay. You probably had to break it to get it out, to be honest with you. So that is fascinating. You can see the dirt and the paint. It's just, oh, this thing is so cool, man. And some of these cars, like, you can artificially age them and try to make them look like actually weathered, and sometimes you just can't. This one, it's got even yellowing to it. So we're going to be doing a Junkyard diecast review. First ever one on the channel, maybe the first one ever on YouTube. I have no idea. I've seen wrecked version ones, but I don't think I've ever seen a Junkyard one. So with the front windshield here, you have the very similar to today's Cup Series diecast, where you have the window bar technology printed onto the windows. This is something Action only really did for their club cars, their Elite 164s, but naturally in the 2020s, they brought that full time. Got Pennzoil, again, the hood does open up. You go to the front of the diecast, there's a lot of paint chips, and I love it. Impala SS, you got about 1,000 bullet holes in this thing. It's been through Grove Street a couple times. You got some very tiny contingencies. I'm going to try to zoom in here, bear with me. I mean, those contingency decals are some of the smallest ones I have ever seen on a COT. I mean, like, real talk. Like, let me just give you a comparison. This is a 2008, what is it, Casey Kane? I mean, that's crazy. Got RCR there, 29. I can barely read that. I mean, look at the Wix air filters decal. Like, you can clearly tell that is by far the smallest COT decal I've ever seen, possibly. The left side diecast. Oh, by the way, the bottom of the car actually comes apart. There is a screw, so we're going to take this thing apart, possibly, and we'll check it out closer at the end of the video. Again, this is a Junkyard review, so we're just going to have fun with it. Got some scrapage right there. Got your Cup Series decal, race car, Mechanics Tour, Holly Rallies, 3M Direct TV, Clovi, EA Sports, Jegs, Stant, Jessel, Denzo, Autometer, USG, Snap-on, Champion, Safety Clean, got the 29, number 3, got your B-Post decal. Looks like a string from the window net. Yes, that is actual fabric window net. That thing is apparently coming apart too, which is pretty cool. Got Reese's Team Realtree, or whatever's left of the Team Realtree logo. Kevin Harvick, got your B-Post decal. Some bullet holes on the shell logo. Pennzoil ream. Go to the back end of the diecast. Now, these were produced, I think, with a plastic winglet or spoiler. There's two tiny little dots on these little silver things. That's where the plastic spoiler, I believe, would go. In 2010, they removed this, I think, and they went to a solid die-cast metal spoiler because fans were saying they were too fragile. And, well, as you can see, if everything else on this car is destroyed, that's going to be destroyed too. I love it. Got Pennzoil, Shell, Pennzoil, 29. The right side of the diecast. I mean, this thing is so cool. You know, you could put some like weathering technology to it. Some artificial weathering, and this thing is perfect yard art. And I even have some artificial grass that are made for like dioramas and stuff. I could do some cool photography with this thing, man. I'm telling you, this is so cool, bro. Go to the right side of the diecast. Got a little bit of like, I don't know if that's red paint or some sort of a dye. I don't know. You can see a little red spots there, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't know what exactly LW3 did besides taking, like, obviously the axles apart. The engine was pulled out. He may have taken some stuff out of the interior because, you never know what you could really use on these. There's all kinds of useful goodies on these Elite 164s. Go to the top of the diecast. Got the number 29 right there on the roof. And then you got made to move on the deck lid. And the plastic is a little bit yellowed. So let me grab a screwdriver real quick. I'm going to open up this diecast. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to try to do this. It might take me a little bit, but I'm going to try to see how this all comes apart. Okay, yeah, there we go. One screw's already off. Almost there. And here we go. All right, so we got these screws removed from it. And let me get the camera focused because I'm not going to be able to hold the car and adjust the camera. This is the interior. And as you can see, this thing is beyond roached. Wow. But there's a lot of goodies in this car. Let me tell you, like, if you wanted to do a diorama, you have a interior, like you could cut open the plastic, whatchamacallit, this roll cage. You could take that off. You could take the driver's seat out. You could remove the dash. And these hoses right here, these are amazing for wrecked race cars. Like if you're doing a race car custom that's like damaged and like the whole front's ripped off, these look very similar to brake hoses. Like whenever they go to the infield grass and it rips the whole splitter off and you have these orange hoses hanging out, you could take these and paint them and glue them to the front end of like a Gen 6 car or something. I'm not sure what color they are for Gen 7, but you could do it for like the Gen 6 or Xfinity. Congratulations, now you have like brake hoses. And most people would look at this and say, what a piece of junk. I look at this and I'm like, what a piece of opportunity. I love this, man. This is so cool. So the actual COT plastic here, this is like verbatim the same exact casting they use for their normal 164s, this little plate thing, the yellow part. That is not supposed to be that color. That is yellowed. So this thing has seen better days. And you can see also how the color is so different from the roll cage plastic to, I guess you could say more or less the actual chassis plastic. That's because they're two different forms of plastic. It's like a combination and mixture of oils and all kinds of stuff, and naturally they all yellow differently. The whole bottom plate here, though, is all metal. Fantastic stuff. I love that gold right there on the exhaust. It's like a heat-treated gold. That is fantastic, and it just naturally just goes right back on like that. So that's all there is to it, fellas. Thank y'all so much for watching this Junkyard Diecast review. If you're interested in actually stuff that is not Junkyard stuff and it's brand new, make sure to tap in and use that promo code Diecastbuffet over there at Circle B Diecast. You can't get junked cars over there, but that's great. When you want something new and great condition, tap in, use promo code Diecastbuffet over there. You can help support the channel, and I could do more Junkyard Diecast reviews like this. I'm kidding. Hey, that would be something cool. If y'all like this video, maybe I'll sprinkle in some more Junkyard reviews to compare with, and kind of air alongside the normal news stuff we usually have on here. Maybe we'll make that a thing. I don't know. We'll see how this video does. Thank y'all for watching again. Have a blessed one. Diecastbuffet, signing off.